Alright, this is a 9 people sit and go for $6. It's a turbo, so the blinds will be increasing pretty fast. I'll try to go over what kind of strategy I use to win these tournaments. So I'll be going over analyzing why I do the things I do when I play cards. We'll go over certain hands as we go, give you a reasoning behind my decisions. I am not a pro or anything like that, but it's been helping me. I've been on an upswing of my full tilt roller coaster. Deuce 4 is a very weak hand. After small blind fold. Ace Jack suited is a decent hand. I have a genuine problem with the card Ace Jack. I do not like it. It's been very unlucky for me. The card Jack, I do not like the card Jack. For some reason, in past experiences, past hands I've played, the card Jack seems to always put me in trouble, but Ace Jack suited is a card I can't really pass out, especially this early in the tournament. I consider myself a very conservative player, with eeny beeny tiny bits of aggressiveness, like right now. Ace Jack, he probably called me with King Jack, King Queen, something like that. The pot is out there. Obviously there's no face guards on the flop, so he cannot assume that I don't have a hand that can beat him, and singles for me, but I'm the first one to go, so I would make a 3/4, maybe sometimes a pop bet, stick my chin out there, see what happens. Obviously if he calls, that means he's either on the draw or he's looking for a card on the turn. Let's see. Five, 4. I do not like playing low cards at all. 5, 4, 6, 4, 6, 3. You know, even if they're suited, I fold them. It's a disciplined fold for me. Unless I'm a small blind, and then certain situations, I just prefer playing with high cards. Over the past few months I've been playing full tilt. You come to learn that certain things you should avoid certain things. One of the things I used to do before, is every time I had an open-ended straight or a flush draw, I'll usually go for it. You know, you cannot really assume that your draw will come. A lot of people call with open-endeds and flush draws, but you know, yes, they'll hit it, but in my experience, you know, I've hit an open-ended or a flush draw maybe 1 out of 4 or 5 times, and yeah, it's great when I hit it that 1 out of 5 times, but you know, the other 4 times suck. So you know, you kind of have to be immune. You see an open-ended straight, yeah, take a swing at it, see what the turn is. If the turn is not favorable and the guy's making a big bet, you know, fold, but unless he's checking his way out to the river, then you obviously can call. Also, I have a big problem playing suited, low aces. This time I'll call because it's really early in the tournament and the blinds are not that big yet, but I do not like playing low aces, and that obviously comes from past experiences on full tilt. Every time I go in with a low ace, weak ace, sometimes an ace will come, and great, you have a pair of aces, but your kicker really, really, really sucks, and most of the time somebody else will have an ace, and you have to assume that your kicker is beat. So when you raise, when you raise and then make a bet, and then he re-raises you, you can't. You should call because you have top pair, but then on the other hand, what if he has a higher ace? Obviously, I got lucky here. I cannot slow play this with 4 people out there. I'll make a bet, making sure they know that I have something. We have a caller. You continue making bets. Make a small bet, milk him. It's early in the tournament. Not a lot of people will be able to, will want to commit their chips. So you make a small bet, you make a small bet, you make a small bet, and try to milk the guy. I believe in slow playing. I slow play a lot. When I hit sets, I slow play. When I hit straights, I slow play. When I hit flushes, I slow play. I really, really enjoy trapping my opponent, making him think that I do not have anything, and then just like pulling a gun on him and really, really, really destroying his chip stack. I really, really enjoy that. But of course, there's exceptions to that rule too. I don't do it all the time. I don't play face cards with very low kickers. I really, really don't like it, even if they're suited. Like I said, I'm a conservative player. I play the hands that I think might win for me. So there's ups and downs to that kind of style of playing. You don't lose, you're not reckless, you don't throw your chips away for no reason, but then in order for you to stay in, you kind of have to catch a hand once in a while. Now that is the best hand you could possibly have, except wow, alright, well this guy I think had an amazing hand, a top kicker and a flush draw, but this guy just came on top. That's what I meant about flush draws. Yeah, I'll go for it once in a while, but most of the time it's not going to work for me. Dead man's hand. Back in the day, I was a tournament, and a guy had ace 8, and a person who lost to him came up and shot him in the back of the head.